All right, I think we're live. We're live. Ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of the Auto Marketer. And since our last update, we were planning to record some conversations, and we have done that. So we do have a couple of conversations, and the goal would now be to take those conversations and just try to get some useful content out of them. I don't know what was your experience like
I
with
think
the
for
interview?
me, I think what I like the most is the ability to, have you ever watched anime before?
Anime?
Yeah.
No, I've not had the pleasure.
So it's like unlocking different stages. It's like when you're talking to it, it's like you're unlocking new ideas
Mm,
as you talk. I mean, I feel like the questions are very well engineered, like in a way that kind of um, makes you reveal a lot of information you didn't think you had in your mind. It's like deep search,
yeah.
the mind deep search.
Okay, so you were talking about this is yours by the way. So you were talking about the OCR thing? Favorite OCR. Okay. All right.
And then I had to tell it, you're asking too many questions, like in one go. Just go easy, go like one question at a time.
Okay. All right. So we'll take the transcript, um,
Yeah.
paste it in here. So here we'll add a toggle list transcripts. And then inside, we will put a code block, and that is yours. Okay. Okay. So for me, it was yeah, it was pretty good. Like I got into some details that I didn't think we would get into. But initially when I did the call, we had a max duration set, I think at like okay, 10 minutes. The max duration set was 10 minutes. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't I really don't want to go like repeat 10 minutes of talking with this guy. But thankfully, I created a copy and then I fed it the last transcript. And then I was able to continue the conversation that way. So I just created
How
another
long?
one. And
How
that
long
other
was the
one
conversation?
took 15 minutes. So the total was 25.
Mine is 26.
Yeah. I guess roughly the same time. So I'm just going to append the two. Okay. And yeah, I'll remove that. Okay, cool. So now we have both. We need to. So I guess like just to summarize my experience, I think it was pretty good. Like, we went into some details that I wasn't expecting. But I think towards the end, like it was a bit more like the questions were a bit more predictable. It felt like we ran out of material. And even though there were some things that I wanted to go into more detail about, but understandably, like, the whole thing took 25 minutes, so probably enough chatting. Um, but I did end up covering like a lot of things um, that I thought were interesting. Some interesting things. Like he asked me some questions where I just had to sit and think for a bit. And I was actually worried that it would interrupt me because sometimes like they just I know this is the case with OpenAI. Like when you try ChatGPT, and no, it wasn't OpenAI. It was probably that. I don't know where I experienced this, where like you have to talk really quickly, otherwise it's just going to assume that you have a problem or you don't exist or whatever. Um, Now I'm just yapping. All right, so yeah, I think overall it's pretty good. Like I had a good experience. I don't know what we could possibly improve. Maybe like branch out into other topics because I felt like it was spending a lot of time talking about like one specific topic. So the topic of plan investing. And I think even then, like the challenges Muslims have with plan investing and beginners and it spent too much time on like that section instead of talking about broader topics. So maybe that would have been good.
What's about like I'm not sure if you felt that, but like um, maybe the conversation would be kind of directed, like if how do I say this? So the conversation progresses, yeah, and as you talk, it kind of dives deep into that specific conversation you pick up from. Say I started to talk about building a business, and then I start to branch off to another topic, and then it will be completely irrelevant to the business talk that I wanted to start with. So it kind of like should it be directed like themed to be like under a certain theme that the user like states before starting the interview, so that it won't let him shift away from the main topic.
So you're saying we should or we shouldn't like
Like,
add a
what's the
theme?
point if you shift from the main topic to branch topics? Like, what's the point behind that?
You mean why do
Like the
we or
branch
why do we
topic.
not?
Well, you want to generate content and material to market that's relevant to what you are looking for.
Ah, so you're questioning my suggestion about whether, we should allow it to branch off into other topics.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I guess I kind of felt like, okay, the topics that I gave it, let me see. Let me play the first bit of the transcript and then just see like
You your voice is kind of far, but yeah,
it's far.
yes.
One sec.
Switch
Can you hear me
switch
now?
back to.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is it still far? Does it still feel
Mm,
far?
okay, this is better. I
Oh,
think it
better
was
now.
using the mic and then it switched to the AirPods.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you still have issues. I think, let me check what it's using for the stream. It's using the default, which I guess is the AirPods Pro. Okay. Yeah, it's running on AirPods and it should be fine. Cool. So let's
Hold on, just a quick second. I'll just um, restart my connection
all right.
because Notion is not operating well. Just hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. You mentioned earlier how Muslims often have to settle for inferior investment options at higher costs. Let me ask you this, what's the most radical way you think halal investing could disrupt traditional finance? Not just serve Muslims better, but potentially reshape how everyone thinks about ethical investing.
I think the most radical
Way. So Sharia compliant investing is based on the idea that money can't beget more money. Any
financial endeavor, because earlier with simulation product that is superior to anything that already exists. And
Hello,
greetings.
it's working.
All right, fantastic. Cool. So now, so Notion is working?
Yes.
That's great. So now what we want to do is feed the transcript in and then see what,
Generate.
yeah, what it comes up with. Um, okay, so how are we gonna do this? Let's see.
So we want to, the end result would be, so the goal here is to have content that we will be posting online.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And we can do this in one step, or we can do it in two steps. So we can maybe create a step where we extract insights, and then have a separate step where we combine the insights into a post. So, for example, a LinkedIn post might have two or three different insights combined together to create like an engaging LinkedIn post. Whereas for a Twitter post, it might just be one. Um, or you can have like a separate post where you mention two and quote the other tweet, for example, or something like that. Like you I'd like to try both actually. Maybe have an intermediate step where we say, all right, here's the transcript. I'd like you to extract all insights. And then another one where we say, all right, come up with 10 tweets based on this transcript. Um, and see which one works best.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Here's a transcript of a conversation between an AI and a user. I'd like your help drafting some insightful tweets based off this transcript. The tweets should be look like they were written by a human, and they should be insightful, and they should be based on the conversation. You can also include additional information that is not explicitly mentioned in the transcript, but that you think the user will likely agree with based on the course of the conversation. Do you think there's anything else we'd need to mention?
I think it's pretty good. Like we can see the output and maybe
Yeah, we'll
also,
try a bunch and then see.
okay, because we'll have to explore the articles like
There's also this thing called Glama. I think Open Router has something similar, where you can feed the same prompt to multiple models. So you can do Claude Sonnet and Gemini 2 Flash, and maybe yeah, GPT-4o, and then maybe also who else would be good?
cloud.
Claude 3.7,
Yeah.
the latest Claude. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Oh, that was quick. Okay, I mean, it's kind of highlighting insights, but they seem dry. Okay, this seems like a good tweet, but it would need explanation. Um, so maybe this could be like a thread. Let's see. Claude Sonnet. Okay, this seems good, but it lacks substance. I kind of feel like so it's making a claim, but it's not substantiating the claim. It would need to be expanded. It kind of feels like, okay, so you would get some tweets that are good raw drafts, and then you need to add more detail to them. Uh,
Can you check out Gemini?
yeah, let's see what Gemini came up with. Okay.
I feel like it has better tweets.
Yeah, I don't like so my problem with a lot of these tweets is, they lack specificity, so they're not specific enough, and maybe that's something that we can fix in the message. So powerful tweet,
What's powerful?
or good tweets are specific, substantiate, and what else? What else is the issue? Don't have hashtags. Don't use hashtag. Rules for writing good tweet. Okay, what else? GPT-4o. I think GPT-4o is probably rubbish at writing, but let's see.
It's like I don't feel them attracting enough.
They're edgy. I think they need to be edgy. I don't know. I think this is more like personal preference. Use strong language. Make a statement. It's probably going to start insulting, using swear words.
So that's a good one.
This kind of feels like overly prescriptive, you know? Um, we need to expand our financial horizons. It's like, oh, you need to do this. And maybe that's okay. Like that's part of what makes it edgy. But it just feels lame because it's not edgy enough.
No,
Make those votes.
that's a bit difficult to uh, boycott work.
Moral consist hashtag moral consist. Oh man, I mean, this is just so cringe. Maybe that's what we need to put.
No
Are
cringe.
not cringe. Don't be cringe.
Do you think it will understand that? I mean, it feels like um, what if it just feels like dry, like no emotion in this statement. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're reading
You mean the tweets they came up with?
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you're
they
reading
lack
like
emotion.
yeah.
Maybe it has emotion. Yeah, I
No, I feel like you're reading like a prescription or something. You just feel empty.
yeah,
You
it's
don't
true.
feel any emotional, you know, movement within you. So I'm trying to figure out the right word, man.
Okay, let's try again. We'll try this new version and see if we get better results. So let's. Okay, how am I supposed to do this again? Okay, I hate this. I'm supposed to create it each time. GPT 4.0 and then what was it Sonnet 3.7? Okay, let's see. So what is this? This is O1. Okay, I guess we could do O1 there too. Oh, it does reasoning. Okay. Every dollar you invest is a vote. If you're funneling money into companies complicit in human rights, you're basically endorsing them. Don't pretend you're powerless. Own your impact. Okay, I like it. And it's a bit more edgy. This feels like there's more
Mm.
to it. Sick of paying 25x more in fees just because you want to invest ethically? That's the HUD premium. It's a raw deal. Stop letting it outdated. Okay.
But I feel like it's way better than the previous ones that we've had.
Yeah,
I
it's
think there
definitely
is
better.
like there is a massive boost in the quality.
It's nice. Maybe we should mention the audience too. And this would probably be useful for like anyone in general. And before generating tweets, it's helpful to know who you're writing for. Um, talk to the target audience. In this case, it's okay. Is the real hurrah? Okay, I think that's something I would tweet. Too many fund managers bury. Yeah, a lot of these again, like they sound like good ideas for tweets, and I would probably expand on them. Um, but in their current form, like they're too shallow. Like here it says 25x. What does 25x mean? 25x what? Where did you get the number 25 from? We're basically saying, okay, so the expense ratio VOO, that's going to be 0.03%, right? I think for SPY it's lower. No, 0.09, no, 0.03%. Okay. So VOO has an expense ratio of 0.03, and then expense ratio HLAL is zero point 0.5. So it was actually 0.02. I don't know which fund is 0.02. So basically zero point 0.5 over zero point 0.02, that's where the 25x comes from. So I want like that level of specificity, uh, but that's missing.
Maybe it could maybe it could like do its own research like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. All right, I see what you're saying. So basically tell it come up with the tweets and then find information to substantiate the tweets and make them more specific.
yeah, dead on.
Okay. But then, this isn't available via API. Like you can't, hmm, maybe we can do that. I mean, this makes it a little bit more complicated because you need to integrate search into the experience. But maybe that's okay. If it's
It can't be
what's
done through
this?
the API like it can't
Lenham
search.
Penage? Inject a human touch with insights into HELA investing, avoiding cringe and leveraging strong emotional and specific. What on earth is Lenham Pension? That is weird. What is it saying? Lenham Pension? I just gotta know what's going on with this. It's not a real word. Pretty freaky.
Benim karışının.
That's pretty freaky.
Even Google couldn't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. It's not a real word. Okay, so we would take these tweets and then feed them. Oh, what if we go deep research?
Like,
No,
what's the part about the API? You just said like it can't be
like search isn't
handled
available via
independently.
API. So when you're calling the models, you're making a single
Like
API
all of
call.
the models.
But here we would need to add search. So we would need to integrate search ourselves. So like take each
Mm.
of the tweets, perform a search,
So,
try to find the information, and then feed the results along with the draft tweet to another API call, and then, tell it to make it more specific. Reword these Reword these tweets to make them more specific. Use information from the internet to substantiate the tweets and create Twitter threads where applicable uh, that include specifics to back up the claims being made in the tweets. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe we do it by a single tweet. It's probably not going to work for the bunch of them. I don't know what this is. Why is it writing an article? Okay, I got confused. I don't think it's going to be able to figure out the 25x on its own. Okay, so this is all right. But the tweet just sounds so dry and crap. Ah, man.
the other one was better.
Who's this guy, Mohammed Amin? Never heard of him. Oh, serious writing for serious readers. Hmm, okay. All right, cool. Maybe just tell it, but this is getting too complicated. This feels like the flow would just get way too complicated. Maybe it's dependent the on the type of the tweet. So the content of the tweet itself. I mean, that's the line where that's the balance we're trying to tread here is like you want to make the output good, but it's also you don't want to lean too much into the specific content that you created because somebody else might create different content and then, whatever you're doing might actually make things worse, not better. Anyway, let's see what it came up with, what the other guys came up with. So we have Claude Sonnet. You're funding the world your grandkids will inherit. Okay. Oh, where did this come from? Did I mention that somewhere?
Probably
Yeah, these are better. I like these. maybe we say it's personal too, right? Like maybe that would be good, right? So good
Yeah,
tweets are personal.
yeah. So that, what if we tell it to try to guess the emotion uh, of the person as they were saying that statement, like in the conversation, like the insight, like what was the emotion of that person, or it wouldn't be easy, you know, personal.
Was that try to guess the emotion
Yeah.
from each
Yes.
sentence
Statement.
in the transcript?
Yeah.
And then what?
Reflect that emotion in the insights.
Oh, so you're assuming that each sentence maps to a tweet?
Yeah. Not a state, not like for every insight there. I mean, the paragraph that had the insights has to probably had some emotion at the
Hmm.
time, you know?
Yeah. I remember we did that in, I think not the last video, but the one before. It didn't
Yeah.
seem like it was very good at guessing the emotion just
Okay.
from text. Uh, but even then, like, okay, you get the emotion and then you feed it into the tweet and then you try to reverberate the same emotion. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not obvious to me that this would work. As if you have an example, maybe we could try that. Oh man, it's strong. You need to stop accepting garbage products at premium prices. The future isn't making. It's building entirely new models that work better for us.
I think what if we
These are good. I
feed it
like.
some good tweets and then we tell it to generate a prompt?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think that's good. So where would you get good tweets from? Good tweet database. There's I think um Twitter bangers list. Tweets that try to be bangers. List of most liked tweets. I mean, then it's gonna include.
Oh, like, um,
I mean, you're just gonna end up posting rubbish if you try to on these tweets. This maybe tweets
what if not
in
the, what if it's the tweets that we come up with? Like so we've got like a 10, 20, whatever, then we just pick like five or three tweets from the ones that,
from the ones that generated.
yeah, and
Oh,
we use this as an example. We could
man, you
try,
just gave me an idea. It's
which
like,
is,
what if you post you post the tweets and then after a few days it reads how many likes you got
okay,
and then it feeds it back and then it creates an improved version so it alters it and it tries to learn based on the engagement. And then you just create this feedback loop where it's posting the same stuff in different ways and using
So
engagement as a score for how well it's doing.
it keeps learning.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because man, these are like I actually like Cloud Sonnet 3.5 specifically. I haven't checked 3.7.
Number 8 is good.
Number 8, which one? This one?
Gold isn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I really like 3.5. I'm just checking out 3.7. It's not isn't just core principle. Risks should be inherent, not hidden. Mm.
He shot me. Feels like an Indian word.
Yeah, I like of these of all of these, Claude 3.5 does best. Okay, all right, awesome. So I guess the let's see where we're at now. So for tweets specifically, I'll just add this down here at the bottom. So for tweets, we're going to have um, we'll put in be specific, sounds relatable, don't be cringe. Okay, this, and then um, we'll try it with yours now. We'll pass in your transcript, see what it comes up with. And then some ideas here. So use search to add more details. And then there, create a find candidate. Oh, allow the user to add more details. Okay, so basically instead of so some tweets can be threads. Um,
We didn't check the article thing too.
article?
Yeah, articles.
Yeah, I'm just starting with tweets. I kind of
Tweets.
feel
Yeah.
so since we're like tweets and LinkedIn posts, we can post on Twitter and LinkedIn, and that will make a really cool demo. But articles, like I don't know where you would post that.
Um,
Maybe also on Twitter,
inside.
on LinkedIn, but yeah, and it's not going to be as relevant, because if you post about,
Same.
writing banger tweets on Twitter, then that's going to be, I mean, that's a perfect fit for the audience, right? Everyone wants to write banger tweets. Um, And similarly for LinkedIn, it's for blog posts, you know, there's no equivalent platform you can just post to. Okay. I mean, I don't know how many of these are like me specific versus, you know, things that people want in general. So we can allow people to add uh their own guidelines. So maybe some people want it to be professional. They don't want to be too personal. Maybe. I don't know.
Like a configurable field, maybe it could.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, or the idea bank. Okay. And I already feel like oh man, this is quite spicy. This guy, GPT-4o. I wasn't expecting that. You're not paying attention. Oh wow, it's pretty powerful. It's got some good ones in there. I kind of feel
Formatting
like,
too, like,
yeah, the formatting. I don't think you can use it like
oh,
that.
I
Formatting.
think we
You
I
want?
think we should add the formatting. It adds a little bit of, it adds something to the tweet.
Hmm. Oh, I already have it. I already added this. Personality or tone should be user configurable. Um, maybe we could generate it with multiple models and then okay.
Like, how would you?
What if we use multiple models and then the user has like a thumbs up or thumbs down, and then we see which model he likes best? Because, you know, maybe this is user specific.
Hmm, that's a good
Wait,
idea.
why do we have two idea banks? Okay, I gotta take a break, a bathroom break, and I'll be back, I hope.
Cool. Take
All
your
right.
time. Can hear you. We know what can't be rushed. We don't need details.
Okay, unmuted now. All right. So, all right. Where were we? All right, I think we were gonna run your transcript through it just to see. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's copy that, feed it in. Oh, it can work with Notion. Oh, I wonder what it would do.
Let's see it making some magic.
It can, I don't think it can change anything. Improve
What do you mean
the,
change? Ah, injects personality. Yeah.
okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Man, I'm feeling this. No fluff,
No fluff.
not keyword stuff. Oh, boy. Okay.
Format for engagement. I think it will add some symbols in there, some smileys.
Oh, wow. Format for, I don't know. I don't know if it would do that. I think this is worth testing at least. So Claude Sonnet, let's see. Claude, can we do 3.5 Sonnet? Okay. And then we paste the entire transcript. I'm curious. This got me curious. Okay, let's go. What do you got for us? Okay, I mean it's not great. I feel like the stuff it generated here is actually better. Hmm. Anyway, let's feed yours, see what comes up. Right. Add new chat session to this playground. Okay. Confused. I'm confused about how this works. How do I make it? Okay, how do I make it reset all the chat? Stop sync? Oh man, you can't. Like, there's no obvious way to. Ah, man, this is so retarded.
It's the
Okay,
free
so
version. It has to be, I think.
it's what?
Probably because it's free version.
This isn't free, man. I added credits here. and you pay for like each call.
And you don't get the, yeah, that's then it's retarded. Very much retarded.
So let's see. I'll feed the same one, and then don't don't format it like that. What's wrong with you? Why is it formatting it as a quote? Anyway, so now we paste the transcript. All right, let's go.
Let's see the love.
90% of Arabic literary heritage remains locked and hidden in handwritten manuscripts. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, this is good. Okay. These are nice.
2024.
Yeah. That's true. كفى. كنوز الحكمة العربية تتعفن في I feel like they're hyping it a bit too much.
Dude, I mean, if it can generate Arabic tweets too, you're basically tapping multilingual markets, Brazilian, whatever.
This is pretty good.
Abakabar.
تخيل عدد المشاريع الأكاديمية والشركات اللي ممكن تحقق مجرد رسالة حاجز إتقان نصوص يدوية. مم. يزدهر مع التعقيد. رقم نتو. Well, these are pretty decent actually. Claude Sonnet, not bad. Okay, so it seems like there's something there. That's what we're getting at. Like you have this conversation, and then it comes up with a bunch of stuff, and then it seems like there's something there. Like there's some tweets you wouldn't mind posting, right? Maybe with some basic modifications. Am I right?
Well, I think like the prompt has advanced much to the extent that I mean, you can post the tweets like most of the tweets.
Mm.
Now, your personal touch lacks, it's expected. You might have a certain preference in your mind. I think the only way about that would be to add like a custom instruction. Like in our case, maybe we wanted to remain professional. Maybe we wanted to use goofy style kind of approach to the transcript. And
Hmm.
then we just want to, like, the tweets are okay. Maybe we just want to add make them more, they're good tweets, but make them professional. Maybe use I don't know.
You want to use foul language?
No, all I'm saying is like the tweet itself is okay. Like I feel like the information
Hmm.
actually, and what remains is the presentation, like the wording that's been used. Maybe you want it to be more goofy, more
The personality.
kind of. Well, it's your preference ultimately, but the content in the tweet itself is pretty good.
So it's good at extracting insights, but maybe the actual uh presentate. Yeah, okay. All right, that makes sense.
I feel like the value, uh, the value obtained off those tweets is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So maybe we do that. Like, let's try that. So instead of writing tweets directly, we have it write um, insights. Modify the prompt below so that instead of asking it to write tweets, have it write insights so that it becomes two steps. First, we extract insights from the transcript, and then we collate or combine the insights to create compelling content in multiple forms. So this could be tweets, this could be LinkedIn posts, it could be articles. Not sure if this is going to work. Kind of feels, yeah, it feels like it probably won't. Concise, impactful, and relevant. Strongly implied. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I like it. I like it. This is nice. Here's a transcript of a conversation. Okay, let's go. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. So I'm gonna fire up Claude. Wonder how well this is going to do. Okay.
3.5.
Yeah. Money cannot generate money on its own. Returns must come from actual risk taking. Okay, this is good.
They're not bad, man.
This feels good. I mean, for a half-hour conversation, it kind of feels a little.
This is good.
It feels like it's a little, you know? This, I think it's pretty accurate. Like these are the core points that I made. It's just
Yeah,
very
but
inefficient.
like you can like how many for each point there are three. Like if you tell it to maximize the number of insights, I think it will come up with more. But what I'm thinking is, so there are so one, two, three, how many? Six categories. That's
Mm-hmm.
six, yeah. Six by three, that's 18. So that's like 20 working days, a month of tweets.
I see what you're saying. Assuming each one of them is It's like a tweet
assuming
on
it
its own.
always, yeah, assuming it always generates three and six categories. But I know it's not the case. All I'm saying is it could be enough. Like we could tell it it should generate enough insights for a whole month, maybe 30 insights.
Let's see. So if we do the second step, let's see what it comes up with and whether it's actually better.
Okay.
Where's tweets? Make it edgy, avoid cliches. Okay, so um, okay. Uh, okay. I think generating all of them in one shot is probably too much.
Yeah, it is. I think the you should remove them from the guidelines too,
Why? Oh, for LinkedIn posts?
and articles.
Oh, where did that come from? Was a trader who took calculated risks. Um, Your gold isn't an investment strategy. It's financial trauma masquerading as tradition.
That's very bold, man.
Oh, wow. I kind of feel like that's going to be a banger, this one.
Provocative. Should tweets be provoking?
Provocative? They should, yeah.
Yeah,
And ideally correct as well, right?
yeah, logical.
They're as reliable as Instagram filters.
I feel like these tweets have some soul in them.
Yeah. I like Claude Sonnet. It's yeah, I like its writing. I actually prefer it over all the other models for writing. I think I mentioned this before. Like whenever I have anything writing related, I like to use Claude for that. Um, yeah, it's really good. I don't know if these are better than the original ones though. Let's see.
I feel like they are somewhat um, I don't know, they got some harshness in them, like they're provocative.
Mm. I mean, this one was pretty
While
provocative too, but
it's not that, like it was more informative than provocative.
I mean, yeah, you're not paying attention. This is a weak ending though. And some of these are really good. I feel like I should just line them up right now, you know?
No, I think the result is good. Well, I think we're just commenting on preferences. like the content generated is pretty good for a tweet. I feel like that's maybe I am not that expert with Twitter, but I feel like it's something I would want to read.
You're
And
not addicted to
I
Twitter?
no,
No?
not at all. No,
Not
just
at
feels
all?
like
That's good.
reading that statement makes me want to read more, or makes me want to understand more. Like I feel like the value that we're looking for is something we happen to achieve. What remains next is probably just, the personal, as I, told you earlier, it's just about your personal touch, a little bit of editing here and there, maybe, or maybe you can just post them as is, as they are. They would still be fine. Like that's what I feel
Yeah. I'm just
like
looking
we
at the
achieved it.
yeah.
I feel like we achieved a really good result when it comes to Twitter. Like the prompt is, I mean, especially with Claude, it's great to be honest. Though I feel like it's very little. The tweets few.
Why is it stuck?
So I was listening to what I was telling you, paying attention.
Oh man, I didn't save it. Come on, man. Hello. Oh man. I think it's uBlock, maybe? Ugh. Okay. It was a waste of time. Buffer is rubbish. I'll use what was that other one called? Forgot the name. Sweet Hunter? Sweet? No.
Do you remember the tool you created? Like I forgot what the name was. Plain
What?
yellow. You created a tool before that does posting and following, and then
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah.
paper. I think no paper.
Auto follow? Wasut.
What sort? I
Yeah, yeah.
remember the yellow
Some
thing.
random name. Yellow, yeah, it was orange.
Orange, yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Like, yeah, that was a long time ago though. Whoa, man.
It was in BBIC time. Paper was
BB
around.
that really? That was BBIC?
Print,
Oh
print,
man.
print. Page. And then Canvas.
Typefully, that was the one I was trying to remember. All right, what was the other one? Oh, got a schedule. Blue Sky. Oh man, you heard of Blue Sky?
Not really.
It's like a Twitter alternative. So I imagine like if we had something like this, some equivalent of this, maybe I don't know, like that could probably come with time, but if it could automatically post for you, then it would be able to learn from engagement because it would have like the reference to the
I
posted
could
tweet. Yeah, I mean some of these are okay. This I I like the last one we got, which was this one. Okay, it seems kind of complaining. I don't like that. Okay, no. Okay. I don't know why anyone would want to watch a stream of me doing this. So maybe we should get back to something that's actually more on topic. Okay. All right. So, what was the next step? Let's go back to the plan. Let's go back to the plan. What are we looking at? All right. So good for generating tweets. Mm, yeah, maybe we're there, right? Maybe we're there. Like you have some that you think are okay. I have some that I think are okay and that I would post. So yeah, no, I mean it seems okay, right? But you don't seem convinced.
No, I am. I think it's like if I'm to give it like a rating out of 10, I would give it an 8.5. Um, yeah, I think I just like the fact that it was able to hear your conversation and be able to get meaningful insights out of that conversation. Like, I know that there's a problem in the way maybe the presentation of the tweet itself, like it could add more, I don't know, more forward approach maybe and less information, more towards aggressive. You know, it depends on what you think about it. What's a good tweet? Uh,
Mm. It's subjective,
like
definitely.
exactly. But the main core, like the idea of generating meaningful tweets, I think it's done a good job.
Yeah.
Like we could add more things to add to the prompt, like um,
Examples.
maybe example, yeah, like it could be like as a second iteration to this, we could like rate each tweet it comes up with,
Mm.
and then it doesn't have to maybe access Twitter or any other platform, whatever. it could just learn from what it generated. Like the ones that have higher rating, it would always consider them for future tweets. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Or
thinking.
maybe have like a feedback, like too salesy, too whatever. If you could just write a short um note. The problem with the rating is like, what are you gonna do with it? Maybe you feed it into the prompt. So you give it like a history of all previously rated posts, and then
Good, good ratings, like above, let's say 7 and above.
so you're saying the rating would not be just a thumbs up. It would be like a slider rating.
Yes, something
I'd be
like that.
curious to see. Okay, so let's say we go back to the post here. So he like okay, so here it generated, 10 tweets. Um,
Let's try to rate them. Let's just give them then ratings and see if um,
okay, so we'll rate them. Let's do that
and then we tell it,
and feed it back
um,
the rating.
yeah, like maybe edit the low rated tweets to um, to maybe comply with or maybe match the contact, no, the context, no,
Okay, so we'll just do pass
the
fail, right?
approach. Okay,
Pass.
let's try that.
Okay, pass. Um,
I think
okay, pass. Okay, they're all pass. What is this? I need to fail some of them. Um, okay, this one is fail. Uh, the optimizer in me just feels like this is a stupid exercise. Like, why don't we actually give it a bit more detail to let it know why? But it's okay. We'll stick to the process. You have to choose between ethics and returns as a lie data shows you can outperform. Okay, that kind of feels weak too, right? Fail. What is going on? All right, so let me do another take. I mean, I'm not telling it like which specific part is bad. So this is what makes me feel bad. Like my issue here is this part. It feels weak. But I'm not saying anything. Like I failed the thing and maybe it thinks, oh, I shouldn't be super specific, which is not the right lesson I wanted to learn. Anyway, all right, whatever.
no, I guess your point, yeah.
Some feedback. Maybe we include it in the original post, or we can add it as a follow-up. Let me revise the failed tweets. Barely kept up with inflation. Not sure that's true. I'm not sure that's true. Yeah, no. Maybe if we include it in the original one. Ah, okay. So we include it in the original one and then say previous ratings. Uh, is there too many passes? Maybe not enough feedback. Hmm. Okay. These are good. I like 4.5, but I don't think it's available via API. GPT 4.5 API. Oh, it is. 2 weeks ago. Okay. All right, all right, all right. There's some good material here. I like 4.5. Added to the and then okay. All right. Okay, so I think we can move on. This should be okay for tweets. We could probably do LinkedIn posts as well. Um, I think tweets is probably enough for an MVP, but we could do LinkedIn posts just to kind of try it and see.
I
Um,
think the articles, I think the articles are good addition to like blog posts because I feel like they are difficult to generate for like manual. I mean, difficult to generate manually, and in marketing, usually they tell you post content so you would be out there, and then crawlers, whatever, they would find you, and people are interested in reading about your business and stuff like that.
I mean, my problem there is like it's hard enough generating tweets that feel like they have enough substance. Entire articles, man, like maybe topics for articles and then like AI or topics in a summary and then AI, it would use AI to generate the rest of the article. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, so it would be
so
like
don't
two
feel like it
steps.
may work.
Yeah, it could work. Like generate, so just feed it the entire transcript and then tell it, all right,
Yeah,
generate topic, generate
articles, blog posts.
article. Yeah. Okay, we'll ignore that and then just
I
feed it
mean,
the
it could work,
transcript.
it could work for the articles too, like the points you just deleted, the ones you just removed.
Which one? Personal whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, I mean, it's just the summary. You don't care if the summary is going to be personal or not. You mean the titles? Like you would want topics that sound personal?
Catchy, catchy titles, stuff like that.
Hmm.
I mean, we could try it with those options and see what it gives us.
Yeah, true. Okay. All right, so refresh. Actually, I'll just open a new one. Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, I like the last one, man.
Yeah. There's some good ones here. I like it.
Yeah,
I think it did a good job. Is it Claude?
ChatGPT.
What is this?
Awesome Twitter data.
Oh, it's like ML stuff. Hmm. 4.5 did better. Yeah, no, don't like it. Oh, so I think it would work for articles, and then you would need to, and then you would need to um, feed it into another LLM to get it to generate the entire article. But again, like I feel like that's a bit sketchy because, it's going to depend more. Like I've seen some of these tools. There's the guy behind Swell AI. Oh, okay. Oh, this kind of looks similar. I don't know why I always imagined it as like as a way to generate articles based on like just a keyword. So you set the keyword that you want to target on SEO, and then it connects to um, like SEMrush or Ahrefs or something like that, and then finds keywords to target in the topic, and then like just batch creates tons of eh, SEO targeted articles for those specific keywords, and it's all entirely AI generated. But now he, they changed it to look more like, okay, it's using your own content. GPT 3.5. Is this guy even updating it? Yeah, Cody Schneider, that's the guy. Oh, he switched. Landing cat? That's his new thing?
So it's no longer working on Swell. So I think this is the one you were talking about.
Collection pages. Like top 10, blah, blah. Well, 5,000 pages. So these would be like 5,000 AI generated pages for those target keywords. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, I don't really understand what all this stuff is. Okay, whatever. All right. Yeah, so it kind of feels like we're overlapping with, well, AI. Turn audio or video into clips, blog posts, newsletters, and more. Yeah, so instead of taking just a call, you can take in any sort of content. Yeah, kind of feels like this is what it would turn into. Anyway, all right. What's next? This is okay. LinkedIn post. So articles it can generate. LinkedIn posts should be
I
fine
think it
too.
would do a good job. Maybe they
I'll just save this prompt. Oh, we don't need the whole transcript.
it's already fed, right?
Yeah. So articles, and then there's LinkedIn posts. Let's see. We'll modify this one. Okay. Let's see. Post idea inspired by deep conversation. Would you agree that? Oh, okay. This is all continuation of the same post. They're decent. I feel like they're editing. Not sure what happened. I think it's adding in some stuff about MN Invest that I never mentioned, because this has access to memories. So in its memories, it already knows what MN Invest is and it has background. So it's plugging it into like different places inside the posts.
So it's kind of connecting to
It's using the
the
memories, yeah.
history of, yeah. So but that should be a good thing, right?
Yeah, but so you can't reproduce it. So if you do this via API, it's not going to be the same output. I mean, it's not going to be the same every time you run it, but it's not going to have the same context. It's not going to mention M and Invest at all. Okay. I mean, it's okay. Not
It's
great.
not bad.
I wouldn't use these as is, like maybe one or two. But I think they need tweaking too. Uh, Mostly because like for LinkedIn, you probably want to use different type. Um, I have some good posts on LinkedIn, but um, where are they? I had some highlighted ones. Yeah, yeah, here. Oh, like this one was good. Maybe you should have an image. That's what's missing. Oh, this one was good. 516. That's probably the best. And then this one is 406. Okay, but it's actually building stuff. Oh, this one, 647. It's building stuff. You could just build more stuff instead of. What if the post is about building like a LinkedIn poster? Hmm. Theoretically, that should get infinite likes. Oh man. Okay. All right. Man, I'm drained. I think we need to wrap it up here. How long has it been? Oh, just under the 2 hour mark. Zero dropped frames, by the way. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A nice
So like
streaming experience for our viewers.
we've been at it for like what, 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours?
Yeah, we didn't go live the first half.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
were
yeah.
talking crypto.
That's true. That's true. By the
Yeah.
way, crypto. I'm just gonna say one word, Bitcoin. That's it.
Well,
That's all I'm
as I
gonna
said,
say. I'm not gonna say buy. I'm not gonna
yeah,
say sell.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna say Bitcoin. That's it.
For me, I'm going to wait until the market opens and see.
Well, that's the beauty of Bitcoin, right? It's 24/7.
But the ETFs is like until the market opens.
Really?
Yeah, the ETF and like grayscale,
No, I think
the
it's
others.
24/7 too.
No, I don't think so. It's only when the market opens. It's an
Oh.
ETF. Any ETF is.
All right. We'll wrap up the stream here. Adios, folks. We'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully, at that point we'll actually start building something. So maybe like have a UI
Yeah.
wireframe, implement the wireframes, maybe a landing
So the
page.
next phase would be a good one. Stay tuned.
Yeah, the fun part. All right, folks. Adios.